Did you know Vatican II had something to say about other religions? I'm Joyce Coronel, and let me tell you about it. This document, Nostra Aetate, is the shortest of the 16 Vatican II documents. Right at the beginning, it says that the Church seeks to promote unity and love among men and among nations. The document then points out that other religions try to answer the restlessness of the human heart, and they seek to answer the fundamental questions of life. What is man? What is the purpose of our life? What is moral good and what is sin? Why is there suffering? And what happens after we die? One of the most often quoted passages of the document is this: the Catholic Church rejects nothing that is true and holy in these religions. Now don't panic. This document reiterates the Church's commitment to proclaiming Christ as the way, the truth, and the life, in whom mankind finds the fullness of religious life, and in whom God has reconciled all things to himself. But it says that the Council regards with sincere reverence the precepts and truths of these other religions, though they are different from the Catholic faith, in that they nonetheless often reflect a ray of truth which enlightens all men. When this document was written, international airline travel had recently become more accessible and popular, and that in turn made the world a much smaller place. In 1965, when the document was proclaimed, the world was on the cusp of globalization. And today, through technological advances, we're able to communicate easily with people on the other side of the world in real time through things like WhatsApp and FaceTime. Due to mass migration and other factors, we're more likely to live, study, and work with people of other religions. So maybe when you were growing up, everyone in your neighborhood was Catholic or Christian. Today, in our diocese and across our nation, those days are gone. Today, our neighborhoods likely are home to people from many different religions or no religion at all. Nostra Aetate urges us to seek to live in peace with everyone, whatever their religion. As far as some of the other major religions, the document mentions Buddhism and Hinduism by name, but it delves into a little more detail with Islam and Judaism. Regarding Islam, the document acknowledges the hostilities between Christians and Muslims through the centuries, and it urges the faithful to forget the past and work sincerely for mutual understanding, to promote peace, freedom, and social justice for all. How moving it is to see the many Christians throughout the world who, despite fierce persecution, commit themselves to living the peace of Christ through forgiveness. What an example they are for the rest of us of the crucial role of forgiveness in our faith. With regard to Judaism, the Vatican II document states that the Church cannot forget that it received the revelation of the Old Testament from the people of the ancient covenant, our Jewish brothers and sisters. It also points out Mary and the apostles sprang from the Jewish people. The document encourages mutual understanding and respect among all peoples, and it condemns persecution, hatred, and anti-Semitism. Near the end of the document, the Fathers of the Sacred Council point to 1 John 4:8 and state that we cannot truly call on God, the Father of all, if we refuse to treat in a brotherly way any man created as he is in the image of God. Man's relation to God the Father and his relation to men, his brothers, are so linked together that Scripture says, "He who does not love does not know God." The final paragraph of the document says that discrimination against and harassment of others due to their religion, race, color, or condition of life is foreign to the mind of Christ. And the very last line of the document is deeply biblical. It alludes to 1 Peter and Romans. It's a strong plea that the Christian faithful maintain good fellowship among the nations, and if possible, to live for their part in peace with all men, so that they may truly be sons of the Father who is in heaven. Let us be that voice of peace and reconciliation in the world. To read the full document, click on the link in the copy below.